Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be taking you on a journey to connect with the ancient crone goddess known as the Cailleach, and will support you with receiving a transmission and activation from her. First of all, I just want to introduce you to the Cailleach's energy and frequency, and the ways that you can connect with her. Most of the recording is actually an audio that I created while I was connecting with the Cailleach's energy directly at Callanish Stone Temple. Because it's an audio recording, you are invited now to close your eyes, get yourself into a relaxed and receptive state, and we shall begin. Thank you. Much love. The Cailleach is one of the most powerful ancient figures in Celtic mythology. She embodies the primal divine feminine in her crone, hag, or elder aspect. She is like the old wise woman, the hag, the Baba Yaga of Celtic mythology. Her name in Gaelic means veiled one or old woman. And she's often seen as the personification of the land herself, an ancient, powerful mother goddess. The Cailleach is quite a fierce goddess to work with. Let's take a look at some of the core aspects of the Cailleach. She is a primordial crone goddess. She's a crone goddess in the Celtic triple goddess cycle of maiden, mother, and crone. So she represents destruction to give way for new birth. She represents deep wisdom, transformation, death of the old, and the void before rebirth. She holds the keys to liminal thresholds, between seasons, between worlds, between lifetimes, and timelines. In Scottish and Irish mythology, she is said to have shaped the land with her staff. She is said to be the ancient being who formed land masses in the shape of mountains, hills, rivers, and lakes, as well as sacred stones. Many megalithic sites across the UK, particularly in Scotland and Ireland, are attributed to her. The Cailleach is also known as the Mistress of Winter. She rules the dark half of the year, from Samhain to Imbolc in the Northern Hemisphere. As the winter goddess, she is associated with storms, ice, snow, wind, and cold. She represents the inner descent into the void, calling us inward to reflect, to release, and to regenerate. She is also known as the weaver of fate and time. She is said to govern the cycles of time, ancestral memory, and the deep currents of the underworld. Though she's not malevolent, she is fierce and quite a necessary force of transformation. Her presence often signals a rite of passage or initiation in our lives. The Cailleach is also known as a guardian of thresholds and sacred sites. She stands at the thresholds of life and death, often appearing to those ready to undertake a deep spiritual journey. Many stone circles, cairns, and mountains in the Celtic lands are aligned to her energy or named in her honor, such as Callanish. When the Cailleach enters our field or begins to connect with us in some way, it may mean that we are being called to radical surrender and soul reclamation, to let go and transform and transmute a part of our lives in some way. She invites us to embrace the truth of impermanence, and that the only constant there is on this physical plane is constant change. And therefore she invites us to seek that which is beyond the impermanence of physical reality. She encourages us, she supports us to walk the dark night of the soul in order to find your light. She can activate your inner oracle or priestess, or assist you to connect and communicate with sacred sites, particularly the stone circles. And of course, the stones represent the bones of the earth, and therefore they hold ancestral wisdom and knowledge. They hold the codes of this ancient wisdom of our ancestors on a soul and ancestral lineage. And hence she also supports us to engage and connect with our own ancestors, and to perhaps engage in ancestral healing to reclaim the gifts of our lineages. She is quite a raw teacher of truth, stripping away illusion, veils, and demanding authenticity, and returning you to what is real, what is true, what truly matters, and what is rooted and grounded in your life. Some of the symbols and animals associated with the Cailleach include stones, mountains, and standing stones, the hag, veiled or one-eyed woman, deer, wolves, owls, crows, a staff or hammer, storms, mist, snow, winds, cold weather. The Cailleach also teaches us that the darkness of the void is not to be feared. It can be where we remember. She is the earth in her naked truth. She is the storm that clears the sky. She is the elder whose love is too wise and too holy to flatter. She is in your endings, your wisdom and your wild knowing. She is in your silence, your clarity and your sacred strength. Connecting with the Cailleach can feel like standing at the edge of the world. The winds speak in ancient tongues, and the earth remembers your name. It is not always gentle or comfortable, but it is raw, unfiltered, and deep. She does not soothe with false comfort or bring false hope. She strips away what is no longer true and not yours to carry. When we connect with the Cailleach on an emotional level, she can bring grief to rise from the surface, deep from your bones. She brings the old to the surface to be released and transmuted. It might be ancestral memory, buried trauma, forgotten power, buried memories, and pain. And yet she supports us to release these layers from our being, from the cells of our being. And after this comes a sense of expansion, a sense of clarity and peace and movement forward. It can provide you with a sense of grounded clarity and a deeper sense of wholeness. The Cailleach is also a gatekeeper to deep, ancient, feminine wisdom and mysteries. She teaches about death, transformation, soul lineage, and the sacred earth. She also encourages us to enter into deep stillness within, to seek nothing but just be in that inner solitude without asking or seeking anything, but simply being receptive and open to what may come through. She may come as a sensation, a word, a deep knowing or feeling. We are now going to go into the activation. Welcome, beloved. Allow yourself to get into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and allow your mind to drop down and melt inside your heart. Begin to take some deep breaths now, breathing into your womb or hara, filling your belly with air and exhaling through your mouth. And again, breathing in deeply through your nose, filling your belly and heart with air, and exhaling through your mouth. You begin to gently feel a wind begin to spiral around you. A gentle wind spiraling up from the earth, circling up your legs, your hips, your arms and torso, and your head. You feel now the energy as it begins to shift and change. And now you find yourself standing at the center circle, the womb gate at Callanish. Take a look down at your feet and notice your bare feet standing on the earth, the black soil, and you take a look around you and see the central stone pillar right in front of you, and all the other stones standing majestically in a spiral and cross around you. You look up and see the stars in the night sky. And you begin to feel this humming of the stones, each one emanating a frequency, a language that your bones understand and respond to as they begin to receive this activation. You see, sense, or feel in the distance a figure appear now. She is holding a staff, As she approaches you, you begin to see her features. She is the divine hag, wearing a cloak with a white owl on her shoulders. Her eyes look at you, and her eyes are ancient. And yet she feels very benevolent. As she approaches you now, she welcomes you and places a black rose into your heart, and a black rose into your womb. Receive these rose codes now as they begin to radiate with the rose codes of the black flame, the primordial flame of creation, the black flame of the Sophia consciousness, the black flame of the Black Madonna, the void, the stillness, the breath before the breath. Feel this black flame ignite through each of your chakras now, clearing layers of distortion, layers of illusions, layers of false selves that no longer are needed. And she speaks to you now. Welcome, my child. I have waited for you. I do not need your name. I do not need your titles. You are not your story. You are not your pain. And you are not your labels or your wounds. Let these fall away, my child. I do not need them. Your presence is enough, for you are an ancient one, and you have come to remember who you truly are. You see, sense, or feel a frequency of golden violet light begin to spiral up your legs now and up into your womb, clearing away energies that do not serve, igniting ancient memories of your role as an earth keeper, a stone priestess, an ancient one who has returned to hold the frequency, to be the change, to shatter the false light matrices. You are not here to fit in. You are here as a code bearer to birth something new. The ancients have summoned you here not by your name, but by your frequency. The Cailleach begins to walk around you now, speaking in an ancient tongue. The marrow in your bone understands. Each light language chant is an activation of remembrance of you as a carrier of the black flame, the black rose, carrying the codes of resurrection, the codes of the transmuter, you feel the energies begin to shift and change as each cell in your body lights up with this black primordial flame, and these golden violet frequencies spiral through your DNA, activating ancient remembrance of your role, dear one. Clearing away cobwebs, stagnation, hooks and cords, and energies that were never yours to have to carry. Beloved one, your time is now. The Cailleach stops now, and she knocks her staff 3 times upon the ground. Each thump feels like an awakening. Each thump activates a remembrance. You feel a golden white light flow from your crown into the earth through your root. You feel your heart and womb become a chalice as you find yourself now receiving the codes of the rod and chalice. The sacred balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. An activation of remembrance, a deeper layer of your own inner sacred union. And with this, the Cailleach now anoints your third eye, your heart, and your womb to seal the work done today. Be open to receive any messages the Cailleach may have for you now. And gently, we give thanks now to the Cailleach as she signals that the activation is complete. You see, sense, or feel the energy begin to shift and change as you gently feel the wind spiraling around you now. And you find yourself gently coming back into your sacred space. feeling your body, deepening your breath, wiggling your fingers on your toes, and gently opening your eyes when you are ready. And now you find yourself fully present and ready to continue with your day or fall gently into sleep.